blocks, which you should already know, so we're just going to have fun and figure it out as you get it, right? But when I come to here, boom. Now, technically, if I start to punch his eye, that's when he comes up. So I just go with him. I don't resist with him, I go with him. But he may not pull up, he may pull back. Or pull his elbow back. Watch this hand right here. Woo, it just slides right down to there, the fingers right there. It just fits right in there. And what I'll do is I go with him and I step under, I walk around, and I got him up here like this. And then I can take him and pull him back down here. Now I'm not here, but I'm here. Opposite. Then I can come in here, step on his foot. Oh! I got him here and walk this way. I guess I reversed it and went the other direction. So here it is. First of all, I got to get offline. Here's the first thing. I like to bump him. I got to control him. He starts to pull back. Look how this hand goes right to the pinkies, or pinky side. See it? My thumb goes to the other side. So I'm pulling with my 3 fingers and pushing with my thumb. I take the elbow and I take it up in the air. I like to keep it up. And this stand right here keeps turning. And that's what causes the lock. I get him up on the ball with his feet, he's going to listen to me. I'm listening. You want to punch?
No, sir.
Try to punch.
I can't. Oh, get gone.
Alright, so what I do right here, I take it and I pull him back down to where I was again. I can talk to him so look him straighten up type deal, right?
I'm yes, sir.
Alright, so we're right back to that. Okay, now there's several options. One is like sit behind him. Another one is like pop it up and do a come along.
Oh, yeah.
So there's lots of ways to come from that. But the key is this and this is where you need to learn where we're coming from. Does that make sense? And I don't know what class I take. It's all good, right? Alright, we'll never teach this fast because it's camp. Alright, so here we go. 1 right here. He pulls back. Okay, now I don't want y'all to pull fast and you'll never get it. This hand pulls back, my fingers kind of snag it.
He meets you with both hands. He never lets go before he meets his other.
Right. I take my other hand, keep that elbow right there. I step through and walk out here in front of him. I like to get over here away from him, not back here where he can spin elbow me. Like that. I want to get here. Now, if I keep it right here, he's flat on his feet. He can do whatever he wants. I want him up here. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
And then I pull right back down here. Don't worry about this one yet. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Give Mr. Amos a hand. Locks real quick. I ain't going to spend a lot of time on this because I don't want to hurt anybody, but I want to show them to you. You grab my wrist. Here. See this seed that I created right here? I take his hand and I grab his arm. Look at the Z right here. See the 90 right here? My objective with this hand is to hold this arm. Its job is to control that. That makes sense? Yes, sir. My other hand takes and pushes his palm towards his elbow. This one is got the I call it the pipe, or the rod or the arm, and it pushes towards the palm, and palm pushes towards the elbow. Palm towards elbow creates pain. Palm towards bicep creates pain. Well, look at the V. See it?
Yes, sir.
Look at the Z. See it? Here's the 2 basic blocks. Period. That makes sense? So he grabs my wrist. I go to the outside and create a Z. He comes back with the same grab. Clap, miss, and I create a Z. Or Z, excuse me. I've got to get the letters right. V, Z, V, Z, V. Okay, but look where what am I grabbing? See the gun? See the pistol grip? Somebody's grabbing with this finger. I couldn't shoot the trigger if you're squeezing with this one. So, just like I was clapping, I miss. So this hand comes around and grabs the thumb pad right here with these 3 fingers. And I create this Z right here. Okay, those are locks that I'll show you, but when I'm doing a figure 4, what kind of lock is that? It's a Z. You see it?
Emergency.
Well, forget that hand and look, just look at the C part right here, the B part. It's getting late. All right, so I come around, I got a Z, right? Z. Some people call it S lock, but there's a 90 and a 90. Can I hurt him if I do that a little bit, or when I close it to make a 90, it really hurts. All right, so I reach up, grab it, everything's happening at once. The arm goes straight, sometimes I'll bend it in, or I'll pull out, bend it, and then come back and grab it. But the key is I'm trying to get to this Z. Does that make sense to you? So here we go again. I'm going to have y'all practice this one. I'm going to open my hand, and I'm just going to reach around and grab the arm. Doing this step by step. The other hand, its objective is to push the hand towards the elbow as this hand pushes towards each other. Does that make sense? So look where my thumb goes, it gets underneath there. Look where my 3 fingers go. Then I push. You know an aspirin bottle? You have to push it, then turn. There's a push pain and a turn pain. Push, turn, push, turn, push, turn. Not push, pull, and open. Bang, it's going to be painful. You're going to really love this one.
I love it.
Look out. You're going to hurt.
No.
So I'm just going for motion right now. Is everybody with me on that?
So, as you're doing it, make sure you're relaxing. If you resist, I can feel it, so I just let him, I just
He needs
relax.
to let me play with his arm. And once we get to be good partners, then he'll learn to go with the flow. That makes sense to you. But if you're resisting to it, here's the thing. You go, I got it. I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, I'll get that one later. You're going to practice it, right? So you got to go easy with your partner. Okay, let's try it. It's talking like that. It all happens at the same time. That makes sense? Sometimes you wouldn't see all the technical things, but then break it down like that, right? So here's the deal. You got to understand, he grabbed me because he grabbed me. I didn't grab him, he grabbed me. So he's kind of thinking he's in charge. He's not letting go because he's in charge. So when he pulls me, what did he do to his arm?
Oh, baby.
You see, he didn't push me. If he pushed me, I'd go over here and do an arm bar. He pulls it because that hurts. He goes right into a Z. He pushes, he goes right back into an arm. Pushes, it goes into a Z. And it can kind of switch back and forth there. Is everybody kind of with me on that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so here again. From here, I roll over. Look how that hand kind of holds it to it. It don't have to hold me down. It just needs to, something about putting the hand on top of somebody's hand. It locks. It's magical lock. He just doesn't let go. You know? And what happens is, if they start flattening, he lets go. So, you know what I'm saying? The spider got his, the victim. Pop. You know? Because I can't get it right here, right? When he lets go, pop. I got it. I don't need this hand, really. I got it. This just helps. That makes sense to you?
Sure.
All right, cool. Number 2, I clap. And I'm clapping so you can kind of understand the deal, but I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it. I call it butterfly. See it? All right. Right here. I come in right here. My objective is to pry that thumb up and grab those 3 fingers, and this thumb's over here. So once 3 fingers are pulling and the thumb is pushing, and I'm going clockwise. Oh, right there. Now, if I stretch, it opens. I push, it locks. So, bang. A lot of times I'll leave that hand right there, and I'll keep it there. It just pops right out and goes right into it. Or sometimes I can come in here and I can slip it here and I can go, come on. There's all kinds of ways to create a V, but once you understand the V and you understand a man's arm is like this, then you start learning how to control. Does that make sense to you? So when I hubud and things are coming at me, I'm taking it out of flow and into a lock. And I'm going to different locks and I'm able to flow with it. Does that make sense to you? So everybody started with the locks first, and all you had was pain. I tried to do the flow first. And they kind of blend together. Does that make sense?
Sir.
Okay, so here we go. He grabs. This is my number 2. I'll make a V. These three fingers grab that thumb pad, and the thumb is pushing